Hi guys, and welcome back for another video here at Ricky's Vape Spot. Today we'll be taking a look at the Pico Dual by Eleaf. So when Eleaf came out with their first iStick, it became a really popular device because mainly what Eleaf did is they kind of changed the game from those big, huge, chunky mods to making them really small and pocket friendly. And later on, Pico came out with a whole bunch of new mods and devices. And one of the mods that really actually sticked to the people and that I still enjoy using today was actually the iStick Pico, or the Pico by Eleaf. And I think that's definitely one of the best mods that you can get in that price range. I mean, the Pico is it just works, and it's there. It's really cheap. And basically you can get it in almost any store. So anyways, the people really like the Pico, and they are still making Picos today, and they're coming out now with a whole bunch of different options, and I've seen different designs and resin bodies and stuff like that. So there's a lot coming still to the market from Eleaf in the Pico family. So what I want to talk to you about today is actually the Pico Dual. This mod here. This is actually Eleaf's version of a dual battery mod, and the Pico in the dual battery design. From the side it does look like a Pico, but as soon as you start turning it around you see it's a lot more chunkier than the Pico itself. So I got the Pico in from the fine folks at Parilica, and you can go and check it out on their website. I will leave all the links in the description box below. But before we talk a little bit more about it, let's go down to the table, do an unboxing and see what comes in the box. Okay guys, and here we are up close and personal with the Pico Dual by Eleaf. We have the mod itself shown on the front. On the side we do have Eleaf, on the back some company infos, as well as some specs and what's in the box itself. On this side we do have all the color options this mod comes in, and that's basically about it. So let's open this up. And inside the box we do get the Pico Dual manual. We do get a warning card saying to use proper batteries. And then underneath that we do get the mod itself. So we also get this. So this is basically an adapter to use the Pico as a power bank, and just screws on like so. But I will talk about that a little bit later. And we also get a USB power / firmware update cable in the box. So let's put this inside here. I will just use the adapter a little bit later to show you everything. Let's go through the mod itself. On top, this seems to be the battery cap. I do have my old Pico here. So the battery in this mod, you would actually unscrew this part. It's not even a battery cap, it's just the extension for the batteries to fit inside. So the batteries in the Dual go actually down in from the bottom. Slide this open and just lift it up. We do see some battery indications here. This is the plus and the minus sign on this side, so you know how your batteries go in. We have Pico Dual here on the side, some battery ventings on the bottom, Eleaf logo on this side. The back is completely blank. We do have a 510 spring-loaded pin, adjustable pin here on the top. And on this side we do have the fire button. This is the screen, the micro USB charging / firmware update port. And on the bottom we do have the plus and the minus buttons for this mod. So let's throw in some batteries. So we have plus and we have minus. Now let's close this down. You will need to press it firmer down and then inside in order to make this click and stay in place. So, and as soon as you pop in the batteries, actually the mod turns itself on. I turn it off right now. So let's go through the menu. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks to turn it on. And this is already in nickel mode because I've been using it to test it out. So should you want to change your mods, you click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then we have temperature nickel, we have temperature titanium, temperature stainless steel, we have the power banks M1, M2, M3, and wattage again. And then of course USB charge. I will go through that in a second. Let's leave it in temperature nickel. I will screw on my K5 like so. By the way, this is a 22 millimeter mod here from this side, but it does have some room on the back here should you want to use any bigger devices on this mod. Now if we want to change the wattage, what we basically do is click this fire button 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can adjust the wattage as far as this is concerned, and this goes basically for all the temperature modes. To get some other functions out of this, we would actually have to turn it off, and I will show you the rest. So in the power state, when it's off and you click the plus and the fire button and you hold it, now we go to the power banks. This is M1, M2, M3, and if we move on, we have power. What this does is actually a preheat function. If we change this to 50, now it will have a preheat adjustment of 50 watts. So for example, if you have a coil that needs more power to warm up, you can leave this one, for example, at 50 watts, and then we have the time for how long you want it to go to that 50 watts, and then we have the USB charging on or off. So to dial that in, just leave it until the screen goes out, and now we're basically able to turn it on again. So for example, if I would like to charge another mod, let me just take this USB cable out now. I do have my H-Cigar VT75 Nano. I have to unscrew this one from here. So what we want to do now is basically screw on this adapter to make it a power bank. And what we will do then is go to the USB charging function, wattage, USB charge, and then just click it on. So now what we can do is basically connect our USB from here. And for example, let's connect it to this VT75 Nano, looks like so. So what we need to do now, since this one is connected, all we need to do is basically just press this button once, and this one starts to charge. We also have it detecting the milliamps and the voltage here. This basically works definitely as advertised, and you can charge your other mods through this device. Same goes with the cell phones. To stop charging, you can either plug it out or just press this button again, and this will stop charging immediately. So now let's take this off again. 1, 2, 3. Let's go back to here. So we will take it out of USB charging option, and then we'll put it back to temperature nickel. I'm using an NIFE wire on here. Okay, should be good. If you press the minus and the plus button, you will actually lock the device. It will still fire, but the plus and the minus buttons won't work again. Now we'll unlock it again. Okay. If you press the minus and the fire button, you get stealth mode on, and stealth mode is basically a mod in which this screen doesn't light up once you press the fire button. So we hear it working, but the screen is not shown. It's good if you're somewhere and want to stealth vape in the dark. So minus and fire button turns stealth mode off again, and then in on state, if we press the fire and the plus button, what we do is basically we can lock or unlock the ohms, and you do that basically for your resistance to stay in place. So another thing that I will do before we go back to top and have a vape is I want to show you the weight of this. This is the regular Pico, and this comes out to 135.32 grams. The Pico Dual to 239, so 100 grams more on this one with the 2 batteries. Without the batteries, of course, it's going to be lighter. 149, 135. So the small one with the battery inside is lighter than this one without the batteries. Just keep that in mind. So I do think I did cover most of the stuff here right now. let's go back to top and have a vape and talk a little bit more about it. So that was a close look at the Pico Dual by Eleaf. And if you've ever used a Pico Eleaf or any Joytech products, you will definitely know how to operate this one. And it's basically the same thing. The only difference is that this one goes up to 200 watts and you do get the ability to use this one as a power bank. So you do get the adapter inside the box to use it as a power bank to charge your cell phones or other mods should you ever need to do so. This does also come with all the regular safety features, and since it does have a dual battery, you will also get a battery imbalance warning should your two batteries not be able to give the same output. So if one is old and one is new, you will probably get a imbalance battery warning on the screen. Other than that, you also have the preheat functions as I showed you before. As well, you can use it of course in temperature control for nickel, titanium, stainless steel, or in power mod you have your memory banks M1, M2, M3, and basically all the other stuff that you're used to from your Pico devices. Now, having that said, let's go check out the price point on parilica.hr's website. And the Pico Dual goes for 47.83 euros on their online shop. And in kunas, that's 359.10 kunas. So the Pico also comes in a bunch of different colors: black, gray, silver, cyan, white, red. So you can definitely choose something that you like. Now, having all that said, how was it just using the Pico Dual? And I have to say, it's a really nice experience. Of course, given that you're used to bigger mods. From my perspective, since I do most of my vaping on the go, having something like that is simply not pocket friendly enough for me. You do get the extra battery life that's really nice from having two 18650s inside. So it really depends if you like it or not. This mod is pretty heavy. Of course, two batteries again. I wouldn't really say it's pocket friendly. So for my personal use, I would definitely just use the Pico Dual for sitting on my table and vaping while I'm at the computer. So because this is just simply too chunky for me to take it out. So the fire button as well is really nicely. It's pretty much the same as on other Pico devices, maybe a little bit smaller on the original Pico than on the Pico Dual. It doesn't rattle, but you do get a little bit of play out of the button, if you can hear that. But it doesn't rattle in your hand. Okay. So, and having all that said, I hope you did find some of the informations here useful today. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot to me. Once again, a big thank you to Parilica for sending me this device for the purpose of this review. Thank you so much for watching. I'm wishing you all a wonderful rest of the day. Let's keep on vaping, and I'll see you again pretty soon.